Panthers star defenseman Gustav Forsling joining us there on the show. Gustav, how are you, man? Thanks for joining us.
Good. How are you guys?
Good.
We're good, man. We're good. I have a question, man. We always see you. You're laying your body on the line for these cats all the time. Thankless job of taking these blocks and saving goals, and nobody ever appreciates it like they should for you. How bad does that hurt? I don't mean it to be such a simple question, but how bad does it hurt when you're putting your body on the line for those blocks? Because it looks miserable.
Yeah, it sucks, to be honest. It really hurts. I don't know if you guys have ever taken a puck to the leg or the foot or anything, but it's no fun.
What is the recovery time? Like, how much at this time, all the hockey you've played, does it ever get numbing, or like it sucks every time? And how long does it take to shake?
I think it's actually just getting worse and worse, to be honest, because you got bruises everywhere and bone bruises. Bone bruises can take a couple months to get rid of, to be honest. So it's not getting better, but you get used to it.
Now, have you put yourself in a position where now everybody expects you to do this, and now it's just part of, oh no, I gotta do it because this is what I do?
Yeah, I don't mind it. I enjoy it somehow. You got to find a little enjoyment in it, in the pain too. But you get a couple taps on your back when you come to the bench. So it's all for the team though. So I'm happy to do it. It's kind of my role, so I'm fine with that.
You guys obviously have like the credential now of being a champion, so I don't think the fan base is worried at all about these last couple losses on the road trip. But very uncharacteristic of you guys. You guys usually third period 2-goal lead, never ever let up. Was there any common thread you guys found at practice today as to why you thought that happened, and is there any level of concern with that over this road trip?
Not really. I think we know what kind of went wrong, and we know what to do coming up here. And we're gonna play a lot of teams that are hungry to make it to the playoffs, and it's gonna be a couple of tough games coming up, especially the first one here at Columbus. They're really on the line to making the playoffs, so they're gonna come out flying, and that's perfect for us. That's how we want to play, and we want to get ready for the playoffs and tune up here.
How hard is it to get acclimated or figure out what new guys who either play on your line or move you to a different line or whatever? How long does it take to get comfortable with the new guys that come in? You know what they can do, but they haven't done it with you and what you like and what does that take a little bit of time, or how these guys play and you just kind of, figure it out really quickly?
Yeah, I mean, it takes for sure a little bit of time, not just for us, but for them to come into our system. It's completely different probably from what they played before. So it's going to take a little time, but I feel like the new guys has really been good for us. They come in, they work hard, and I think that's a culture thing for us too. Everyone really buys into the system and what the coaches and everything. So I think we're ahead of the schedule, I think.
Is there anything that you have particularly liked about Seth Jones, like getting to know him, or anything that you found interesting about him so far?
No, just a super nice guy and relaxed, calm. You could see it on the ice too. I feel like he's very calm with the puck. There's no stress. He's just very smooth out there, and can play big minutes out there.
I gotta ask you about this. So we were listening to your coach after one of these games, where he was like, "I kind of like the game, even if you guys lost. Sometimes he's like, I like the game that we have." But then he brought up something known as the punitive skate, which sounds terrifying. What goes into a punitive skate? Does he have to get you up at 5 a.m. for a punitive skate? How long is he skating you guys to death? And have you had to deal with any of that this year?
No, not really. I think we've been playing solid so far, so we haven't done anything like that. But I mean, just today was a pretty hard skate. He wanted us to be sharp and fast out there. So I think everyone really had a good practice today, and fly out and we'll have 2 games on the road here. It'll be a perfect bounce back for us.
Gustav, you smiled, so you absolutely 100% know what a punitive skate is.
Yes.
Is it just sprints on the ice? Is it just you have to practice your ass off? What goes into punitive skate?
No, it's just like I feel like we set the tone early on in the training camp. I feel like we do a lot of battle drills 1-on-1, and then you end up skating for 45 seconds. So it's very hard, but I feel like we start our season there, and we want to be the hardest working team in the league, and it starts early in practice and in training camp.
Now you recently welcome one of your fellow countrymen to the game who plays for the Heat, Pelle Larsson. What was that experience like?
Yeah, it was nice. He was watching one of the games. I can't remember which one it was, but he was there, and I saw him after the game. Even his dad was there with a couple of friends, so it was nice. Talk some Swedish. He was super nice. To be honest, I don't watch too much basketball, but I'm for sure going to tune in a little bit more now.
That was an interesting thing. They were talking about this in the Four Nations a lot when you guys are playing, like the idea that you guys get to talk in your own language throughout the games. Was that was that a relaxing thing when you guys got to be around each other and play for something as cool as that was?
Yeah, I mean, it was super cool just to meet the guys there that you play against for so long, and never really got to know them, to be honest, and it was fun. As you said, we talk a lot of Swedish, but it's kind of a little weird too at the same time. I'm so used to English now, so even on the ice, I'm talking English, right? Because that's what I'm used to. So it's a little weird.
I remember seeing that. No, that happened. I remember in Euros one time, the Heat had a point guard named Goran Dragic, and he was, captain of Team Slovenia, and he just starts yelling at his team, but he's yelling at him in English, and I was like, I wonder if they got all of that.
Yeah, no, it is kind of weird, to be honest.
But do you guys really hate Finland? Like they kept saying that the Swedish-Finland rivalry, because we saw obviously what happened with USA and Canada, like they're throwing down, but is that a real tenacious beef there between Sweden and Finland?
I think they hate us more than we hate them. I think they're a little jealous of us, but no. But it's a culture thing. I think we've always growing up, we've been watching the Finns and the Swedes go at it, and we played even as a junior, I played Finland a lot. So it's something we're grown up with, to be honest.
Can we get your thoughts on Mathew Tkachuk celebrating St. Patrick's Day? What do we think of Tkachuk and Chucky's leprechaun outfit?
I haven't seen those pictures. That's hilarious. No, he's got some funny outfits for sure.
He has a table at the elbow room. Yes, there's got to be one that's just simply reserved for him at this point. It feels
absolutely.
like
yeah, 100%.
I want to ask you about injuries, because I see guys get hit, and it's not like you get hurt on the ice, they don't call a timeout and stop, and somebody comes out in a gurney or something and get you. Is the hardest skate in the world trying to get to the bench while being injured? Because it looks like it hurts so bad for everybody who gets hurt on the ice.
Yeah, I mean, I had one couple of games ago. I got a puck on the heel, and it's just bones, down on your heel. It's just a bones, and I got the puck right on there, and kind of the whole just leg shuts off. It's incredible, and then you have to try to survive on the ice and not get scored on, and then get to the bench. So for people who never got a puck on the foot, I mean, it's so painful, and it's sometimes it hits the nerves and stuff, so you can't really move your foot at all. But then 10 minutes later or 5 minutes later, you're completely fine. You're just gonna have a bone bruise, obviously, but you're gonna be fine skating for that game. But it's incredible how effective a puck on the foot can be.
Oh my God! It looks like you got shot with a gun.
It's brutal.
Yeah, it's brutal.
And what was Leroy? What did we see the other day? Was it Gadjevich who was out there? He was in a fight, and then he started like manicuring his own fingers because there was skin coming off of a fight. Like, is this you hockey players, Gustav? I mean, a different breed. What went through your mind when you saw that with Gadjevich?
Yeah, I think he's such a tough guy, man. He's incredible. I mean, we got a lot of them, but he's something else. He fights every other game, and I don't know how he does it, but he's the super nice guy outside of the ice. You wouldn't believe he was fighting for a living, but he's just a super nice guy. So it's funny how that works.
I'm curious about this because, we love Sergei Bobrovsky. Bob is almost like he's got such a routine and things like that. But they say you don't talk to him on game day, right? Like you don't mess with goalies, but you work with him so closely, in games and things like that. Is it different for you? Like, do you have different rules with Bob, or you still don't bother him on game day?
I mean, to be honest, I don't talk that much myself on like just before a game, but I think most of you just let Bobby do his thing. It's working for him, so you just leave him alone. And then if it's some issue on the ice or you have a situation, there's no problem he's fine talking. He's not that weird, but I mean, most of the times you just let him be in his zone, so to speak.
How is he during a game, though? Like, do you guys talk to each other during a game? Like, is there game communication between defenseman and goalie? Like, what is that dynamic like?
Yeah, absolutely. I think we probably talk the most. That's like, especially my D partner for sure. But on the ice, going back for the puck, you always want your goalie. You got to talk with your goalie, and the goalie is going to talk with you. It makes it so much easier. It's such a fast sport, so when you come back there and you got your back against the play, you want to have someone just give you time or up strong side or weak side, just something. You want to hear something when you go back there.
Before we get you out of here, Gustav, what's it been like having Brad Marchand around? Have you guys gotten used to that?
Yeah, it was a little weird early on, to be honest, just seeing him in a Panther gear and everything. But we had some battles throughout the years, but he's super nice. To be honest, he's fitting in perfectly. He's such a nice guy. I think even his game on the ice gonna be perfect for us. He's got that skating ability to just stay on the demons, and he's gonna be perfect for our forecheck. And super skilled, obviously, and can make some plays and score some big goals for us.
I can't wait to see Tkachuk and him healthy. Like that is going to be just bonkers. It's going to be crazy. How physical are you guys going to be when those two guys are back?
Yeah, and then you add Sam Bennett in their line to that. I wouldn't want to play those guys.
It's going to be the most hated line in hockey. is what it's going to be, Gustav. You know this. Like you get ready because there's going to be a lot of scrums coming in the playoffs. Not that you guys aren't used to that.
We're used to it, but it's going to be fun.
Hey, thanks for having some fun with us, man. We appreciate you. You're it's always outstanding watching you play, and it was great having you on the show.
Appreciate you.